Here we are in Ledechko at, I think I'm getting ready to speak to the innkeeper. I just want to see if there's any jobs around or any side quests. Any gossip.
What's happening around here?
Ah, you know how it is. Always something. Like Vatsek has started an archery contest here. If you want to try your luck at winning a few groschen, you should go and see him.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and another thing. Especially at the mill, not a week goes by without some ruckus there. But I'm wise to them troublemakers. Whenever they're planning some mischief,
Oh
always
no.
huddled there in the corner, hatching their plots. Like yesterday, for instance. And there's more. Now I think of it, I've not seen Kunhutta here for some time. The local herb woman. She always comes here once a week for a tankard of ale. But she ain't turned up recently. I hope nothing's happened to her.
Matthew and Fritz. I got them a job at the mill and now they're causing all kinds of trouble. Just great. Just freaking great. I was just coming to check up on them too. They make me look they made me look stupid basically. I knew that's what they were gonna do. I knew that they weren't worth my time. Where's my horse? I gotta go to the mill. I'm not helping them anymore if they screwed this up. Oh, thank you, game, for freezing. Hey, dummy.
God's sake, what can I do for you?
Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
Well, what's happened? Did you two get yourselves into trouble?
A fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you two are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that monk. But now, the foreman's got it in for us.
The monk?
If he could, he'd skin us alive.
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here. At least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working at a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable. And there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Then making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine.
Ah, man. I've had friends like this. In the end, they don't give a damn about you. They're only out to get what they can get. Maybe he's worth some stealth training.
Better at stealth.
Certainly.
Nah, I'm not there yet.
I'll think it over.
And I have somebody else I can get stealth training from.
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again.
You know what? I'm just gonna go talk to Thomas, and if they're screwing up too bad, that's their problem. This is Fritz. I guess I'll get his side of the story.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
The monastery wants money from you?
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howl.
That is kind of messed up. Like, they take money from all the peasants, and then they want them to pay for anything they do.
I won't. What happened?
We might have pummeled his face. But don't get involved.
Oh, they beat up a
We'll settle it
monk.
on our own.
They beat up a monk.
Wait, who exactly did you pummel?
Well, he kept on bothering us and... in a nutshell, it was his fault and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
But couldn't there be a way to settle it? Maybe he'd let you
Oh
off.
my god.
There isn't.
Fritz, don't be a
twat, Fritz. The two of you are up to your necks in shit, and you're gonna play tough instead of seeing sense.
Go to hell, Henry. You and Elias. You're one as bad as the other.
Brother Elias. Oh, boy.
Yeah, if you say so, I'll leave it be.
So,
Matthew
Matthew's
told me
complaining
your
about...
foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Jesus, what kind of friends does Henry have, man? And what about the others?
The others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But it's Thomas is the real problem.
God.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
I get it. So, the foreman, Thomas, likes the miller's daughter, and now Matthew is banging the miller's daughter, so Thomas is trying to get them fired. Ah.
Drowning? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out.
Pull me out.
I was up to my waist in water.
I see.
This Fritz is hilarious.
So you want to pay him back?
By throwing him in the river.
I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
He's the one that wanted to burn the house down, the German's house down.
Maybe he'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
I'm not gonna go killing people. That'd be crazy. What can you train me? Fist
I'd like to
fighting.
get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
Fritz is the big dumb
I'd like to
fist
practice the
fighter.
basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Okay.
Now, pay close
They
attention.
haven't said a word about the money they owe me. Have you noticed that? Of course not. Friends never mention money they owe you. Quote unquote friends. Alright, let's go talk to this Thomas character. Are you Thomas? Yes, you are.
God be with you.
Oh, you do look like a douchebag. And you're way too old for the miller's daughter anyway. I heard people call you the town fool. How are the carpenters?
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
What?
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
Actually the miller hired them because you couldn't do the work.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
I guess I'll carry on with this charade.
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that.
Now I gotta go back to Matthew. What is this quest even called? A friend indeed and a costly brawl. Find out why Fritz and Matthew owe the monastery. I think they beat up a monk. I'm pretty sure that they beat up a monk. Remember the innkeeper said something about that monk?
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
They already owed me money, but okay. Okay, so quest completed. I guess I'm gonna go... I want to go off to the monastery and see what the hell these guys did, because that's just kind of funny to me. I had to come back to the monastery to see... just to talk to Brother Elias and see why he got into a fist fight with Matthew and Fritz, dude. This is gonna be amazing. Like, these guys are such screw-ups that they get into fights with monks.
Another one that's going to be taking food out of our mouths.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Just for a while, he says. To help your neighbours, he says. And it's been weeks.
Don't know what you're talking about, bro. Where's Brother Elias? That's Nicodemus. There's Brother Elias. Come here, dude. I gotta talk to you. This is gonna be great. Okay. So, I know about the fight.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
Man, what a dick.
Look, I can see you limping, and that's after a brawl with two wounded men. What state do you think you'd be in after a real fight with me?
You wouldn't.
Of course I would.
Please, no.
So, about that debt.
I'll fix things somehow.
Well, I persuaded him. So, here's the thing, though. Why do I even care?
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
Yeah, I've already talked to this guy in the past. He
Thank you.
he's just another monk living. The thing that I don't get is like the church in the Middle Ages, if you read your history, they were some ruthless people, man. I mean, a lot of superstition. People believed. People then. It's not like now where you give money to your church because you want to see your church thrive. Back then, the powers that be would literally sell indulgences, and that people believed that you couldn't pray like we do now. Like any Christian now can just get down on their knees and have a personal relationship with God, right? That's what we believe. In the Middle Ages, you had to pay a monk or a cardinal or somebody to pray for you. Only people who were a part of the church were considered to have a connection with God. And the Pope being the main line, like satellite phone straight to God, right? So they would take all these poor dumb bastards' money, and then, oh, well, we had a confrontation and I don't like you, so I'm going to put you in debt even further. Like, that's bullshit, and that's why I came here to clear up the debt for Matthew and Fritz, because, you know, they probably deserve to spend a couple days in jail or something for being idiots, but they don't deserve to live the rest of their lives penniless. Let's go back and talk to them and see what they have to say.
God be with you.
About your brawl with the liars. Your best friend settled the matter.
We won't forget this. On my honor. Thanks.
These guys are such idiots.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Yeah, whatever. Don't get into any more trouble, you dum-dums. Are they leaving the millmaid Jane alone? You're not supposed to be banging the miller's daughter anymore.